Benders post game on the Inside the Rink YouTube channel with Matty and Smitty, producer Connor. Go to Inside the Rink for your Stanley Cup champion Bruins articles and content, and also some Benders merch. Hit subscribe, give a thumbs up. Benders banter and 3 Up, 3 Down coming up later on. Tell us your sips as you get lathered up on an early Saturday evening, late Saturday afternoon. Matinee hockey. Sometimes it's a little quirky. And today, the Bruins win it 10-2. First time they scored 10 since 88. First time at home since 79. David Pastrnak, 6 assists, almost tied the record in a game. He had tied the Bruins record with Ken Hodge and Bobby Orr.
Yeah.
Marat Husnudinov with 4 goals, double hat tricks for the first time since 64. First time at home since 43.
Yeah.
Just a typical Saturday afternoon TV guy.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Connor is fully fucking engorged after Frazier.
He is.
Couple
He
too.
is. Big like a pickle.
Yeah, I mean, I was saying that if Minton scored a hat trick to make it 11 on that power play late, that Connor would have had to buy a Minton jersey. I think he has to buy one anyways, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Bruins
Maybe we should start that donation.
What are you saying, Connor?
They're gonna send me one for pumping his tires the whole season. No big.
Oh
deal.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
We'll have to
Bruins.
get myself on the ice at the end of the season for the jersey off your back, Frazier Minton.
There you go.
Poetic.
Yeah, you have to be there for that.
You'd be lucky to get a Minton fucking rookie card from them.
I figured today I might as well break this thing out, but I got the new one, pasta.
Oh, that's
Might as well break it out tonight.
Hey, how about the whites today? You maybe have to wear the whites until you lose now.
I love the whites at home. That hasn't happened in like 25 years.
Yeah, I love it.
Used to be the norm, but they went away from it. I like Ray Ferraro's idea, actually, of wearing half road, half darks, half lights at home all year long. So you get to see the whites and the darks for all uniforms for all teams. It's
good idea.
I think so.
I like it. Well, today, let's start with the beginning of the game. Let's go negative first.
Yeah, let's right off the bat.
I'm going to give up a goal in the first shot again. Let's do that again.
Yeah. I mean, look, Swayman should have had the first shot, actually. I don't think they counted it as a shot on net because it was wide. In and out of his catching glove. If he catches that, they don't score.
Right.
But he doesn't. And, some shit happens and they pop one in.
But as I said on the broadcast, right after the Rangers give up a breakaway, 10 seconds later, and then another breakaway, it leads to a goal, 1-1.
Right.
And then from there, the Rangers just looked like they were completely disinterested in playing.
They did. And the Bruins, I thought, had their legs all afternoon, which is sometimes they don't in matinee games. Yes. But they had jump from the beginning. They were engaged. They were focused and ready to go. And it was just an onslaught. Like they seemed quicker to every puck. They won almost every battle. Couple of fights. I mean, they were in this thing. The ESPN crew or the ABC crew touted it before the game that both teams really should be playing desperate hockey with the situation in the standings. The Bruins seemed like they did. The Rangers did not play desperate hockey at all.
No, they didn't. And you even said early on the tweets, like the Bruins should be up 2 or 3 goals even early on, 2-1 game, 1-1 game, whatever it was. They should have been up 2 or 3 because it was so dominant early.
They scored 10 goals and they hit like 4 posts.
I know.
They could have had a couple of touchdowns in this one. I mean, Geekie hit a post in the first. Steve's hit a couple of posts. McAvoy hit a post. Like I think Iverson might have hit a crossbar at one point too. Like,
he did.
They had a ton of chances.
Yeah.
A ton of chances. And it was good to see them get that third goal late in the first, because if they were only up 1 after 1 period, I think that's kind of a disappointment.
Yes.
with all the chances and the dominant play they'd had in the offensive zone.
True.
Then they're just one, mistake, one kicked puck in, one bad deflection away from a tie game. And they certainly deserved better than that after the first period.
They did. And, they, like you said, this is the second time now in a row from Flames to Rangers that they've been quicker to pucks. Like we noticed that against the Flames too.
Yeah.
And this is a 5-game homestand. Like, they didn't love the way the Seattle, how that ended and the road trip, and they talked about it in the media. And we talked about it. Like, this is a homestand where you could win all 5.
You can.
And be right back in the friggin' thing. And I think they see that. I think they've come out like they feel that way.
I think so.
Now, with Pittsburgh, Detroit, Seattle, it's certainly winnable. Now, you're down a couple of forwards, maybe, which is not a great thing.
No.
But Pittsburgh, you've had some success at home against. Detroit's been a struggle, but that's a game that you can get up for on a Tuesday night. And then Seattle is a team that you were upset you lost to them the first time. So there's a chance there's a chance here to get 10 points in a row. And I think they feel that way. And I think that's why they're playing with this kind of urgency, which is nice to see.
Yeah, I agree. And I also think it helps. I think there was a little revenge game too for the Bruins because the Rangers beat them 6-2 the last time.
Right.
And the Bruins didn't really, the Bruins played kind of like the Rangers did today, not to as bad of an extent as the Rangers did, but the Bruins weren't happy with their last game against the Rangers, and they certainly showed up this afternoon.
Now, the Rangers are a real enigma. I mean, they've had a terrible time at home. They had a slew of shutouts at home. They've had some, JT Miller is named captain. I'm not sure why. Doesn't seem captain material to me. Sabanajad and Panarin, they kind of up and down play. They lose Fox and Shesterkin. That's really hard for them to overcome. Defensively, the Bruins had ice. So much ice.
Oh.
All day long. Like, there was everybody was wide the fuck out. And I will give them credit. The Bruins do almost overpass the puck a lot. Like, they're a very unselfish team. I'm not big on their talent level, but they play extraordinarily unselfish offensively.
They do.
And they move it well. And a team that's not skating is going to get buried by the Bruins because they move it so well.
Yeah, and usually it's not to guys that are wide open. Like they were wide open times and turned shots down, and you were like, yes. What the fuck are they doing? Like, really? Like Ray Ferraro was like, I think there was like an odd man rush, and they came in, and he was like 3 drop passes in a row, and it goes out to the neutral zone, and you have to regroup. Like, that's normally what you see from the Bruins.
Yeah, but
they were feeling it tonight. Like, they were feeling themselves tonight.
They were,
especially as they got rolling later in the game. It was just, they looked like the Soviet Red Army out there.
And a couple of tips by Husnudinov that were just outstanding. And all right, let's talk about Husnudinov a little bit. Now, I've been on this guy.
You sure have. Yeah.
And I'm just on this guy because factually, there's not a lot of offensive production.
Yeah.
But as I'm thinking about it today, and this is not a game I'm going to completely come around on because this is kind of one of those anomaly games. You going to score 4 goals again anytime soon? I'm not sure. But so it's a little exaggerated, but I will say that at 23 years old and with that kind of speed, that first goal was just like blew the doors off.
Yeah.
If he can finish those things, if he can be, he reminds me a little bit of Mariusz Czerkawski. If he can be a little bit of like, he's got some speed, he's got a little bit of flair to his game. And Czerkawski had 6 20-goal seasons. Like, he had a couple 30-goal seasons. Like, if he can be a 20-goal scorer, because he's only 23, if he can end up being a 20-goal scorer, then yeah, put him on the left wing or whatever, and let's go. Yeah, absolutely. But he has to show more. He has had to show more production. Now, right now, he's playing the best he's ever played, but it needs to continue. It needs to continue to progress, and then I'll be fine. It's just that what I had seen up until then just wasn't enough.
Well, I mean, that's really what it comes down to. It's not that you don't like the guy because he does everything else outside of produce well. He skates well. He wins battles well. He forechecks well. He's in the middle of things. He seems like he has pretty good hands and skill. Like, he does everything pretty well, which all bodes well for him. He's a young kid, but the production hadn't shown up. So that's where you say, well, can he do that at the NHL level? Well, maybe he can.
Maybe he can.
So and that's a good thing. And I tell you what, if he turns into something, that trade with Minnesota looks even better now.
It does. And people talking about the masterclass of Sweeney, and it gets a little
Yeah,
but the the Carlo trade was excellent. I mean, Fraser Minton is proving that. They get a first round. Like there's a lot of potential there.
Sweens.
There's a lot of potential with the Colorado Charlie Coyle thing. Absolutely, that's still to be determined. But the Hustadinov thing to this point was kind of a wash. Was kind of a nothing burger.
Sure.
And because Brazeau scores goals, more goals than Hustadinov does.
Yeah.
And it was just kind of a good little minor hockey trade for both teams. So
yeah, they can work out well for both sides.
It does for both sides. So now, if Hustadinov gives you 6 or 7 years of being, a 15 to 20 goal scorer and plays really well, then absolutely that's a win. Well, absolutely, that's great foresight. That's a win. But let's just see if it comes to fruition. And I would assume they'll resign him. I would assume.
Yeah, I would think so.
So let's just see if it comes to fruition. But right now it's trending well, and he and Minton are trending very well. And that's a couple of young players that they need. Like they need. And if if 2 of them can be on the same third line or whatever and producing, fantastic. Like fantastic. So it was very encouraging to see Hustadinov in that vein. Now the Pavel Zacha thing. I mean, you trade him tonight. like seriously. Like I don't look again. Are you gonna go with the same center group? I mean, is that center group enough?
It's not enough. We talked about it a bunch. It's not enough. Pavel Zacha is not. I mean, is he a good player? Is he one of your better players? He sure is. Is he better off on the wing? Maybe. If you can supplement that center group, but I mean, I think you and I both agree that if you want the Bruins to be better right now, the guy to trade is Middlestat. But you don't you don't get as much for Middlestat as you do for Zacha. Like Zacha should be able to get you a haul. And I'm not saying trade the guy just to trade the guy, but if you can get a haul for him, if you can get a first and a second and a prospect and a, whatever, like you have to seriously consider it.
Sure.
You do, because you're going to have to sign the guy. And the better he does, the more that AAV starts to creep up.
It does.
And then you're talking about Pavel Zacha in the same breath as Elias Lindholm money. Now, do you want to do that thing? He's had better seasons recently than Elias Lindholm.
Yeah, he's younger.
So if you're Pavel Zacha, are you asking for north of Elias Lindholm? Are you asking for 8 and change? And then if that's the case, would the Bruins even consider that at all? If I'm them, I don't.
No.
So you have a decision to make there, and you wonder what it's going to be at the end of the day. If they stay in it, I think he stays on the team. What do you got, Connor?
I think you started this off really well by just saying sell him to sell him, but you shouldn't have said don't just sell him to sell him. You 100% should, because of everything you said after that. He's going to handcuff you at some point. And if you continue to run it back with Zacha, you're going to be basically forced to sign him to an extension. And you're going to continue to run it back with these aging players and really continue the mushy middle.
I mean,
Go ahead.
He's 28, so he's not like he's over the hill or anything.
Right.
And
this is a sweet spot for him.
Yeah, you could also play him at left wing. Like we've talked about, you need left wings. Like you can play him at left wing.
But is he an $8 million left wing?
No, he's not.
No. So that's the thing. That's the thing. Like
I mean, that's where it comes to. What is he asking for?
Right.
And if it gets to the point where it's too high, you have to trade him.
Mm-hmm.
You probably should anyway, just because you can get a haul. But I think if the Bruins had, like, from a Bruins perspective, if they had their druthers, it would be Middlestat out the door, not Zacha.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Oh, yes. Middlestat or Lindholm. Absolutely. By far. But at this point, you've already kind of screwed yourself by having to trade Zacha, who might be the best player of the bunch and probably is. You have to trade that guy because you fucked the thing up before.
Yeah.
By having the other 2 guys.
Yeah.
Like that's how it works. So if you could trade Middlestat, fine. You might be able to talk me into Zacha or whatever, but you have to see what the money is.
Mm-hmm.
And you also need another you need an offensive center.
Trade them both.
Yeah, Middlestat and Zacha, sure.
Because I don't want to have to quit doing this podcast when they bring James Higgins and put him on the third line because there's no space. Okay, trade them both, please.
I'm telling you, Jano, Higgins, fucking somebody.
I don't even think they're going to start him at center. I think he's going to start on the wing. So, I mean, there you go.
To me, that is ridiculous. Is there any, I don't know, and I should know, I'm sorry. Is there any evidence that he can play wing effectively?
He's playing wing at BC right now.
He is. Okay. So he's playing wing. Okay.
He's playing left
Who's
wing.
The center for him?
Isn't it Stiga?
No.
Stiga is, I think Stiga's a winger, isn't he?
Yeah, Stiga's a winger, too.
I don't think he's playing with Letourneau, is he?
No, he's not. Letourneau, the second line is Stiga, Letourneau, and some other guy. It's Higgins. Is it Conmee? Might be Conmee.
Oh, it might be Conmee.
I don't know. I can't think of who the center is.
Right.
If Connor could get on that, I'd like.
I'm
I
looking
don't
it
know.
up.
Yeah.
I don't know who that center is. It's hard. I'll be honest with you. It's hard to find any type of BC fucking material. But
they usually give you a line thing on X BC hockey.
That's what I'm looking for. So you guys keep going. I'll get it in a second.
All right.
Yeah. So in the Zacha case, I think I'd rather have Zacha than the other two. I'm not saying that I don't want Pavel Zacha on my hockey team. It's just that if you do that, you run the next 4 years with Zacha and Lindholm making $16 million or whatever, $15 million. That's not good enough. So
no, it's not. I don't know what he's asking for, but I'm just saying if I was him, I would be asking for more than Elias Lindholm makes. What do you got, Connor?
So currently, James Higgins is on a line with Jake Sondrial and Will Vogt. Both of those players are undrafted, and Stiga is on the wing with Letourneau and Conmee.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So Sondrial is the center for.
Okay.
Higgins.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess that's good. I wonder if is that a directive from the Bruins to play him on wing.
Maybe.
Jesus Christ! I hope. I mean, I hope for all of our sake that they don't fuck up the Higgins thing. I really do.
Yeah.
I really do. I mean, who's gonna? I can't. Higgins, Jano, Minton. Okay. So anyway, so with Fraser, I'll tell you, he's playing with a ton of confidence right now.
Sure is.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing, and I still love him at 3C, and I'm not going to come off that thing for a bit, but he is showing me a little bit more offensive punch than I thought he had in him at this point in his career. He's playing a little bit with Pastrnak now, and that's certainly a good sign that those guys have some chemistry. So, we'll see what happens with him. But again, if he can be a 20-goal guy, if he can be a 50-point guy, like we talked about his ceiling to be, great. Third line, 50 points, 100%. Like second line, 50 points,
right.
But third line, 50 points. That's fucking Coyle had 60 points in your third line.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a contender right there. So I'm excited. I'm excited about Minton. I'm getting excited about Husnudinov. I am. I'm getting a little bit excited.
That's a pretty big fucking admission from you.
A little bit. Like
that's a pretty big admission for you.
It is because I thought he was just one of those guys, skate around, do the right thing, don't really produce guys, which we've had a million times over. But I think. Not just today, but I think that he's showing that he's capable. But I'm cautiously optimistic.
Yeah.
Optimistic.
Yeah. I think he's been a guy that's done enough of the right things with the other parts of his game, like away from the puck stuff or, forechecking, that they probably feel like the production's, going to come. And, it certainly did today. But I feel like, he causes enough turnovers and enough, there's enough there outside of the production part that they feel like if he keeps doing the right things, like the production part will come, and it did today, and hopefully it continues.
Yeah, and I think that's true. And offensively, this team is challenged 5-on-5, but I think there's a little bit of they're playing pretty well now. They're feeling pretty good about themselves, but the Rangers didn't show up. They just didn't show up. and they have their backup goaltender in there. They don't have the best defenseman. They're kind of a train wreck and really fragile as it is. You're playing for your life, you know what I mean? And the Rangers, like you said, decided not to for some reason. So there's some of that. So 10 isn't, 10 is like an anomaly. It's just,
I mean, 10 certainly is, but the Bruins played the right way today.
They played the right way.
Even if it ended up 4-2 and they had a bunch of shots and couldn't put them home and ended up getting the win, like they played the right way. They played, solid hockey, basically with the exception of the first shift or two from the Rangers. Solid hockey throughout the entire game. We're dominant pretty much from start to finish. My only but about the whole thing is they've been doing it against bad teams.
Yes.
You have to be able to find a way to get some of these wins. I'm not saying 10-2, but you have to figure out a way to get some of these type of wins where you are the better team for 60 minutes against a team that's in the playoffs. And dominate the game from front to back against a team that, on paper or whatever is better than you. And I haven't really seen that from them, with the exception of maybe a handful of games, Colorado being one of them,
Yeah.
And so that's my pause about the whole thing is like, yeah, you did it against the Rangers, who are awful. Did it against the Flames, who are, are bad. You've done it against bad teams. Do it against a really good team, and then I'll be impressed. Or do it consistently against a really good team, and I'll be impressed.
Sure.
Like people talk about, the Bruins, can make a comeback in this homestand. They're going to win all these games. They're going to get right back into the thick of it. Well, then you got to play playoff teams, and how do you do in those games?
Mm-hmm.
So I need to see more against good teams from the Bruins.
And Mike Monaco had the nerve to say that since they were 3-6 to start the year, that they're a top 12 team in the league. Shut the fuck up. Like, stop it. Stop putting, because I could hear Don Sweeney saying that on April 15th when the season's over.
EA Sports. Go fuck yourself.
I could almost hear him saying that through Mike Monaco.
Yeah.
Like, that is something, that's the Dan Duquette most days.
Oh, yeah. Most days in first place for sure.
It is. Like, stop it. Stop it.
How the fuck did we end up with Judd Surratt when Mike Monaco interviewed?
Right there for the taking. Isn't it? Can you hear the difference?
So much better.
So much better.
Judd Surratt is.
So much better.
Effortless.
Better. It's not on screech. It's not like, it's not on screech. It's like professional announcing. I don't have to take an Adderall.
Oh my God. It's 1,000 times better than
so much better. It's so much better. And then go ahead, Connor.
When they were hiring for that position, they just listened to all of Surratt's highlights, and it's probably like Jack Edwards. They're great, but when you get into the nitty gritty, Jack really rubbed some people the wrong way, or
he did.
Go, ooh, in the
there
middle.
Were a lot of times early on, it became a romanticism type of thing with Jack. Yeah. Like there was a time there where Jack really wasn't that well liked. And then he was kind of like the guy, like your uncle who you finally kind of love. But in the beginning, he irritated the shit out of you. But at the end, he's kind of beloved.
He took a lot of heat on the national level, and that's when the Bruins fans started.
Well, the Pat Maroon thing wasn't good.
Trying to get around him and then kind of defend him and love him.
And that's where it changed. Yes.
Yeah, he's always been kind of a homer. So I think the Bruins, and the Bruins fans certainly are very loyal. So, once he got attacked on that Maroon,
rallied.
They rallied around him.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, I did think of Jack on the second hat trick saying, "Throw the chapeau." I did think of that. All right. Benders Banters presented by Evolve ABA, which offers consulting services with a board-certified behavior analyst to adult day programs and residences, schools, and even businesses using the principles of applied behavior analysis. Evolve ABA is also pleased to offer staff training and collaboration with parents of children with autism and other special needs wishing to learn more about the science of applied behavior analysis. To learn more about Evolve ABA, call Sean Daly at 774-823-5016 or visit evolveaba.net. First one, Severed Soul. Save some goals for tomorrow. That'd be nice.
that's, that, I mean, you said it during the game. You said the Bruins will probably get shut out tomorrow. It's one of those things. Like you score 10 and then the next day you get nothing. It happens in baseball all the time. Somebody will score like 19 runs and the next day they get 1 or none or 2. And you're like, what the hell are we doing? Can we save a little bit for the next day?
It does happen. And it just had, especially if you're down 2 forwards.
Yeah.
Now you get Eyssimont right back in and somebody else. And you think, okay, how are we going to score goals?
Is he still hanging around?
I think he is. He's the other guy. Yeah, he's the other guy. He hasn't played a lick of anything in weeks.
They should give AHL All-Star captain Patrick Brown a go.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? 34-year-old Patrick Brown.
Yep.
You shut your whore mouth.
That's rage bait.
Yeah,
I don't want Patrick Brown here. Christ's sake. If anyone coming up, it should be Lysell or Riley Tufte, our friend of the program.
You know what I love is some of those tweets that are out today. They're like, see, Hustadinov is good. See? You said that Hustadinov wasn't any good.
Everybody comes out of the woodwork and says, I've been saying all year long. And then you look at their tweets and it's like, Hustadinov sucks. We should release him.
Oh, yeah.
And then here they come, taking a victory lap. Hustadinov, I said he was going to be a 25 goal scorer. He looks like Pavel Bure out there. It's like, shut the fuck up, dude.
Yeah, I hate that.
One good game is the equivalent of your wife bitching at you for not doing anything around the house and go doing a fucking load of dishes. Get out of here.
Hey, I did the dishes yesterday.
Yeah.
Don't you love me? No. Pejman says, so can you play Swayman again tomorrow? Maybe.
He had a kind of light work today.
Light work. Play him again tomorrow. Sway has only faced 14 shots to that point. You can still play him tomorrow, says Victoria. Yeah. I mean, he ended up with like 25 or so, but it was nothing, not a tester. Pierre LeBrun reports that Dougie Hamilton has been informed that he is not playing now that Korpisalo is back. Devils, another house of cards. So Dougie Hamilton, who will eventually be on every team in the NHL at some point, is available again. I don't think the Bruins like the guy at all. I don't think that's a consideration at all.
No.
And I think in this group, I just don't think it works. I just don't think it's a fit here. You look, supremely talented offensive defenseman, injured at times, a complete weirdo, like just some stuff that's off there. Hence the 8 teams he's been on or whatever it is. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Do you also think that the culture of this team is completely different from when Hamilton was here?
Yes.
I mean, there's maybe only 2 players left on this roster that he might have crossed.
I think so.
With.
Something happened there where him and Riley Smith kind of took themselves away from the core of the group. And there were reports of that. Like they were kind of the buddies and there was a cliquey thing, which is kind of atypical of the Bruins with Bergeron and Chara around. Like it didn't make a lot of sense. But Hamilton, and then there were reports that were Hamilton's parents were calling and some weird stuff there. And look, that was the Bruins. That was his first team. We're on team like 8. Like this is like it's still happening. He's so expendable all the time. Why? Like it's weird.
That's the thing. Like he's a really talented guy, but he's weird, and it seems like he might be a clubhouse cancer. Because for a guy that talented to be on that many teams, you have to raise some red flags. Like there has to be something there behind the scenes that we don't see that causes everybody to get rid of him after a certain amount of time. They're just like, we can't put up with this shit anymore. Like he's getting scratched. He's getting healthy scratch today.
Right. He's getting healthy scratch. It sounds like for the foreseeable future. Like Korpisalo is in. Like you're not playing.
Yeah, you're not playing anymore.
So, with the whole buy-in aspect with Sturm, I don't think you can bring a guy in like that. You need complete buy-in.
He's got a 10-team trade list, and I think his agent said today that he's willing to expand beyond the 10 teams to find a spot for Dougie.
Yeah, it's either that or you don't play Dougie.
Yeah.
And Dougie and Lohrei in the same team is like, cut my dick off and throw it in the ocean. Like I just don't, I can't, I wouldn't be able to take that. Like
the all ginger pairing?
Yeah, let's go with the all ginger back end.
Ginger pairing. Yeah. Lohrei today. I hate to be negative on this.
I mean, I was watching the game, and maybe you're going to talk about the same thing that I'm going to talk about right now. But they were up like, I don't know,
1,000 to 5 too. Yeah, yeah.
Is it like 3 times in a row?
Yes.
Like,
yes. He turned it over. He just kept giving it to the other team.
You're like, what in the world are you doing, man?
There was one time we had the puck like toward the left of Swayman, no sense of urgency to advance the puck, and he loses it. Like he was like the whistle blew, and the play was dead. Like, and there was other times where he was just giving it to the other team. Like, holy shit! And he had a couple when the game was still in the balance early on the first. He had like back-to-back turnovers that were bad.
Yeah,
and congratulations to him and Peeke. They were an even in a 10-2 game. That's great. Great, Connor.
There was multiple times where Lohrei was with the puck in the defensive zone and got overtaken by forwards while trying to break the puck out. For somebody who has all of this speed and is touted for his speed, that was pretty atrocious. And every time he got taken over, he just draped himself onto the other player.
Right. I don't feel like he's that fast. I'd like to see the stats on him. I feel like he's good skater. I don't feel like he just blisters around the ice. I just don't feel like
when he gets up to full speed, he's
like Zadorov when he gets full speed.
Yeah, I don't think he's as fast as Zadorov is.
But the acceleration and stuff.
I think he's a fluid skater. I don't think he's a fast skater.
Right.
Like I think he looks smooth, like he can change direction pretty well, but I don't think he's particularly fast. I think he's just a good skater, like generally speaking.
Because he does have a hard time getting away from guys, like accelerating past.
Yeah,
he does.
Bruins defense today, only 3 giveaways on the entire day. Which
they only had 10 as a team.
Which is great for them. Mason Lohrei with 2 of the 3, though.
Boom. Like,
so there you go.
Again, Lohrei has a good game the other night.
Yeah.
Can't go back to back. Can't piggyback the thing.
No.
There was a time near the end of the game, Rempe wanted to beat someone. He wanted to fight. Yeah. So he kept scrumming. And Lohrei's in there in the front, and you could see Lohrei. I saw him like looking over his shoulder at Rempe, like Jesus Christ. Like there was one where I think it was Peeke, might have been Peeke and Carrick. Carrick was a little spicy. He tried to get something going. It didn't work. But it was the 2 of them kind of scrumming. And then there was the Arvidsson play where he kind of got hit, which I didn't think was a penalty. I just think that was a decent hit. And they called it a board, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, he slammed his head into the
he was in a vulnerable spot.
Yeah, he was.
And, but anyway, Lohrei in those scrums was just like, oh, Jesus Christ. Like, Rempe is like towering over people, ready to beat the bag off someone. And Lohrei wanted no part of that at all.
No.
All right, Matthew Curtis wanted Pasta for captain before the season started, but I'm redacting that. That's too much workload for him. Correct. And I'm thinking Zadorov only guy in the seat. Correct. Like I think Zadorov's the guy with the makeup to do it. I don't want Pastrnak to have that. And let's just talk about Pastrnak for a second. People do not give this guy enough credit. I mean, he's now at a point where he's making guys better. Multiple guys. Like this guy creates on the ice, passes the puck flawlessly. Like he is so beyond what people give him credit for. I think you get typecast as like he's a goal scorer, but he does so many other things out there, plays tons of minutes, durable as hell. Like he does all those things, drags Geekie to 33 goals. Like he does all those things for this team. He will never get enough credit for all the intangible things that he brings that no one even really mentions. Like he is not just a goal scorer. He is a supremely talented player, but also an unbelievable teammate. Like and makes guys better and shows up when you suck. Like all of it. Like and is happy to be here and is embracing this team. That's not great. And I don't even know if there's a light at the end of the tunnel. We're worried about it more than he is.
I think so.
Like we worry about him.
We do.
Never winning a cup. I don't think he worries about it as much as we do. Like he is an amazing talent, player, person, all of it. Like, and people don't give him enough credit. And it's just because of the typecast and the whatever. He's a goal scorer. But he has advanced so much and matured so much as a player and all of it. It's just he's a great I mean, he's one of the great Boston sports athletes. He just is so good.
I was talking about it during the game because I think by today was the day he scored his first goal ever in 2015.
Yeah, today was the day. Yeah.
And I tweeted out that I think he'll be, the Bruins all-time leading goal scorer by the time all of it's done. He'll go down as one of the greatest Boston Bruins of all time.
Yeah, he might go down as 3 behind Oren Bork.
Yeah, he might.
He might be 3. Like, seriously, because Busic's at 545. He's going to blow that thing out of the water if he stays with the Bruins. He's going to score 700, 750 goals. He's going to score ridiculous goals. Like, you're going to be arguing over Bork and Parsa. You are.
Probably.
And Bork has such unbelievable offensive stats that he will stay for above him, in my opinion. But Pastrnak will be the best forward in the history of the Boston Bruins.
Yeah, I don't think that's hyperbole. I think you're on that. I mean,
best. And look, I will motherfuck a guy like Will. I will. Like, me. I'll get on all sorts of people.
Yeah.
But this guy deserves so much of the accolades.
He deserves all the accolades.
He does.
And honestly, if you wanted to talk about most valuable to his team and like the heart and all that stuff and like where the Bruins have been, like he probably should have won one by now. I mean, I know there's other guys who have better statistical years and so forth, but that year, a couple of years ago, when the Bruins had the President's Trophy, like he probably should have won it. Like he deserved to win it in a year like that, even if he didn't have 150 points like Connor McDavid did. You talk about most valuable. I think he's right up there and top 3, top 5 in the league. Most valuable guys to his team.
Absolutely. And I just think clip the shit and make it go viral. Like, this is Christ almighty. Like, people need to fucking just recognize greatness.
People got to recognize.
Yeah, you better recognize.
Yeah.
You know what else I recognize? The NYR nobody says, please talk more crap about the Rangers. They deserve worse than you're giving them. Okay. Like JT Miller, I can't stand. We talked about this guy in the Would You Rather. I wouldn't have JT Miller anywhere near my hockey team. Panarin, Breadman, I think he's good on a good team, but when things go south, Sabanajab has always been a fucking enigma.
I think that's the difference between Pastrnak and Panarin. When things go south with the Rangers, he kind of disappears.
Yep.
And when things went south with the Bruins, Pasternak's still there every night producing. That's the difference between those two guys, I think. And that's why I'm very happy that the Bruins.
Remember that? There was that whole, like, they were kind of like, there was that debate on.
They were like 1A, 1B.
Yeah. Like, who's better, Panarin or Pastrnak? Pastrnak 100,000 times over. Like, I'll tell you what, you'll miss that guy if they ever have to get rid of him.
Oh yeah, you will.
Guy. I mean, to me, you got to give him a lifetime fucking Bruins. Like, he's Bergeron. You got to give him a lifetime and just let him fucking play.
Yeah. Give him the contract, keep him here, and put 88 up in the rafters.
Absolutely. Because he's going to be the top forward ever. He's going to beat Neely. He's going to beat Busick. He's going to beat all those guys. O'Reilly. Yep. These guys are nowhere near the hockey player he is. Let's see. Matthew, in one of the Bruins TikToks, they did say Zaddy needed to talk less for his New Year's resolution, says Victoria. I feel that. I feel like he's like one of those constant talkers, but you don't want to say anything because you're going to beat your fucking head off.
Yeah. What do you got, Connor?
I think the most egregious part of this comment is that she addressed you by Matthew, the government name.
I think it was Matthew Curtis.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Victoria's she's a fucking crony. She's a crackhead. Yeah. You can call me Matthew.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Calling his government name.
Yeah.
I know that they're becoming 100%ers when they find me on X because I really don't tweet that much. And she's one of the few that's followed me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Victoria did.
You probably have more followers on X than I do, and it makes me sad inside.
How many do you have? I'll check.
I don't know, like 9.
You're like 910, 915, something like that. Yeah.
Nah, I got 728. You're
hey,
that a boy.
Ready for the win.
Got myself on the back there.
From my understanding, New Jersey Devils are the ones trying to trade him, and he has placed his modified no trade clause with surgical precision not to be traded. Really effective. Oh, Dougie.
Dougie just doing Dougie things.
Yeah. Toxic Markets Vancouver, Rangers, Ottawa, Devils, and St. Louis Blues. Send him to St. Louis. Send him for Parayko and do
He would
something.
flourish with Monty because Monty would just let him do whatever the fuck he wanted.
Like that's one thing about Monty. He lets you be you.
Yeah, he'd have 85 points and be a minus 50, but
and that team would lose 10-2.
Yeah.
If some part of the Ullmark rumors are true, Ottawa's in a real shitty place. You could almost write them off a playoff push. Yeah, it's a dangerous time for them. Like they're really good. Dangerous time for them. They're talking about now. I saw maybe a Bennington for Ullmark. Like people were sort of throwing that around, change the scenery.
I also saw somebody mention maybe Jonathan Quick getting moved on from the Rangers, and Ottawa might be a spot for him.
Yeah, because they're just gonna need somebody. It's a weird thing because the organization is really defending it, like harder than you'd think. Like Kachuk was out talking about it, and Staios was his statement was unbelievable.
Yeah,
like to go out on a limb like that and say that. And his Odyssey says, really stupid move by Steve Staios to draw the highlighter pen over a lone internet troll with his official statement to blow it up to breaking news territory. Like, I thought it was weird. I'll be honest. Connor, go ahead.
I mean, if you look at it from the other perspective as, the players and, potentially their wives, right? When this comes out as an internet troll, if nothing is happening behind the scenes and, it gets sent to them from family or their girlfriends or whatever, they're going to talk to their husbands or their boyfriends about it, and they'll probably laugh it off. And they'll be like, I don't know, has she called you? Like, that's stupid.
Right.
This isn't happening.
Right.
But now that the club is coming out and addressing it, like all the wives or girlfriends who haven't seen any of this now are seeing this and are going, what's happening on the road?
Yeah.
And now all the players are pissed because they're going to have to answer some dumb questions, rightfully or wrongfully.
Yeah, it's just too much of a distraction. And, Tim Stutzler came out today and said that, it was a mental health issue for Ullmark to begin with. And he reached out to him and they said they were behind him and supporting him. So I have no idea what's right and wrong. But I will say this, that I don't know if you can count on Ullmark for the rest of the year. So you have to get a goalie regardless.
Yeah.
And it'll be interesting to see which one they get. Bennington for Ullmark might be okay, but you've got Ullmark. Like, is he going to play? What's going to happen? He's making $8 million. Like, I don't know. I don't know if the Blues do that, or the last thing the Blues need with the Monty Circus is fucking Ullmark with his issues. Like, I mean, it's almost worse than Bennington right now. Yeah. And then you get Hofer like hiding behind because he's gonna be like, Jesus, don't call my wife. He's gonna be hiding behind the wall. Go ahead, Connor.
To make everything worse, during all of this shenanigans and after they put out the public address, they went and signed James Reimer to a contract.
They did sign Reimer. Yeah. And we remember Reimer well from laying belly down on a fucking goal against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Yeah. Need structure and be out of the box for now on. Mick 22 Granby. I think they've been okay with that, decent with that the last couple games.
Yeah, that was a big thing for them today, staying out of the box.
But here's the thing.
They were shorthanded one time, I think.
2 games.
Twice.
2 games they've been beating teams to the puck. In 2 games, they have less penalties.
Yeah.
So
only 2 minor penalties today, and one of them was the Andrew Peeke takedown of Carrick in front of the net.
Right.
Which I don't mind that penalty at all.
I don't mind those.
I that's what you want Andrew Peeke to do. Like that's what he was brought here to do, is be strong in front of the net, wrestle a guy to the ground, rip his helmet off. Like that's what I want my third pair defenseman to do. Make it hard to get to the front of the net. Show teams that you're going to pay a price to get to the front of the net. I don't mind that penalty in the least.
I don't either. I'll take that penalty all the time. It's those stick infractions, that lazy stick, like that stuff. Is this real? Actually, Hampus has been out. So there you go. There's part of it too.
Yeah.
God bless him. Is this real life? 2 hat tricks, not from Geekie or Pasta Insane, says Pejman. Not a lot of hats in this economy. Rents must be skyrocketing in Boston. They should have. Someone said, I think it might have been Victoria, should have like a 60% off sale at the fucking pro shop.
I think they give you like 20. I think they give you 20% off if the team scores a hat trick because you throw your hats in.
Jesus, doubled. You get 40.
Yeah, you should.
You should bitch.
Yeah.
Minton was trying like hell, up 10-2, like digging at the goalie's pads. You wanted one too. Not a lot of okay. So Big Ray's Nutty. Oh Jesus Christ! Big Ray's Nutty to Pasta. Big Ray's. No. I'll say this though. Hey, here's the thing about Nutty, Dino, Kusi. I don't know. Who cares? Kuzi. Here's the thing. What do you offer? Like, what do you I feel like Sweeney's gonna be like, oh, here's a young guy I don't have to draft and develop. So I'm gonna give him 4 years. You know what I mean?
He's an RFA, right?
Is he an RFA?
They still hold his rights, don't they?
23. He must be. If he's an RFA, then fine.
Yeah, I mean he's getting
for you, but he's signed another season at $9.25.
Yeah, he's
waited 2 years.
One more season at $9.25. So we'll see how he does next year.
So there's time. There's time for before Sweeney.
So I mean, I feel like, you know, if he comes out and has a really great season next year, maybe you look to a long-term deal. Otherwise, it's a short-term bridge deal for a couple $1 million, I think.
Yeah, and Odyssey says 1 more year, so that was the next comment. So yes, thank you. Lindholm out now. Yep, says Victoria. Yep. That's look, we bang on Elias Lindholm, but he has had some production and he has been playing better lately. Mm-hmm. And you can't afford to lose any forwards that are remotely close to top 6 level.
Right.
And you lost 2 of them today. And you probably, I would assume, wouldn't have them. Maybe you have Geekie. I don't know what happened there. But you might have both out. And that's a tough one. I don't know. Nutty at a center and Minton at a center and Zacha at a center. And I don't know what happens there. But Eyssimont in bumping Kastelic up. I don't know. But tomorrow's a little dicey just because, like you said, like feeling good about yourself tonight usually turns the other way and the day after.
Plus, it's a second of a back-to-back, too.
Back-to-back. Pittsburgh's playing better lately. They're fighting for playoffs, too. I don't know. But I really think the Bruins have a chance to win all 5 of these and can, by the grace of God, be in it a little bit longer. So, lower body, Poitras gets the call. Poitras in witness protection program. Poitras is house arrest. He's gonna get zapped if he goes anywhere north of fucking Attleboro. Like it's just, find your favorite bar pizza.
Yeah,
I don't know, dude.
I mean, I think that they're gonna stick with guys that are already here that are scratched. I don't think they're going to look for a call up.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be the reserves.
Yeah, unless one of those guys is out long term. I don't think you'll see a call up. I think they'll stick with the Arvidsson, Middlestad, Zacha line. I thought that line was great today.
Yeah.
A lot of chances. Arvidsson was good. Zacha obviously good, and Middlestad passing the pucks.
Then you'll go Kuzi, Minton.
Yeah, Kuzi, Minton, Pasta,
and then the bottom 6 you got to fuck around.
Yeah, and it's Jano, Corrali, whatever, and VL will get in there and
Kastelic
and I think they'll make the adjustments to the bottom 6 and leave kind of those top 6 guys alone.
Yeah. Connor, do you have something?
Yeah, so Huznidinov has the 1 year remaining at $925,000. He is an RFA, however, he has arbitration rights. So
he does. Okay,
scoring at a pretty good clip. That $925 is going to be a hefty raise. Yeah,
if he has a finishes with 15 to 20 and then 20 next year, then it gets weird. I'd rather play coconuts on his offside than continue to play Joker for 2 more years. He's terrible, says Pejman. Yeah, I still don't know what he does.
I watched the play tonight and maybe he was playing the score, or maybe it was the end of a shift. But I watched, the Rangers had a bunch of zone time. I think it might have been him. Maybe it was someone else. Tried to clear, didn't get the puck out. He had to come back and play defense. And he literally was in the lower right-hand circle, skated behind the net and then into the front of the net, and never took the stick off his fucking hips, off his
yeah.
It wasn't he was just kind of slightly hunched over, not really doing it. He wasn't defending. He didn't seem engaged in the play at all. He just took a little twirl from the lower right circle to the lower left circle with the stick on his fucking waist, he was getting ready for a face-off. And the Rangers had offensive zone time for 40 seconds or something. Yeah. And he just, He was out there just doing nothing, not stick down on the ice, no stick position, no nothing, just skating around like it was the middle of warm-ups.
Yeah, and today he had 2 assists. He was a +5, 3 shots, and 2 hits. Like no giveaways. He played 19 minutes, and it feels like he doesn't do much. Like I don't know. I mean that's fine. That's that line. Feels like he doesn't do much. Go ahead, Connor.
And just think, the Joker is a fucking Olympian, baby.
Yeah. He's a Finnish fucking international player. He's played since he was like 16 years old on international teams. Like that's what he does. He's on the talk about good old boys network. Finland has a good old boys network where Joonas Harju continues to play for them. I'd be interested to see, like, maybe I'll watch a Finland game to see how he plays. If he plays harder and is a different type of player, then I'll really question him. Then I'll bury his ass. I will. I will, because I'm going to watch Finland play. I'm going to watch him play. 6 assists for Pasta, says Severed Soul. Pasta's returning in Olympian form. Watch out for Czechia. Watch out for them. Sneaky. They really, they're not bad. They might
not bad at all.
They're getting better and better. Their World Juniors team has bounced Canada in back-to-back years.
But did they win World Championships?
3 straight years. Canada's bounced. Czechia's bounced them.
Bounced them, yeah.
Excusez-moi.
Yeah.
Connor will flip the table over with a minty fresh hat-trick, says Severed Soul.
He will.
Connor's desk is elevated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raise that thing right up.
Yeah. Sturm and Connor equal minty groupies.
Yeah.
How's Judd doing today? I don't know. Judd's that emoji with fucking ejaculation all over your desk. That was Judd today. Here it comes. Does he think he says "here it comes" while he watches games? He doesn't do. Here it comes. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He definitely does.
He does. Connor minty lube today. Hope Geekie family is okay. Hate to hear that. Yeah, I know, Andrew. It's weird that a player will leave like that for a personal matter or family matter. So you almost think like, I don't know, house fire, or you think all these things that go in your head.
Yeah.
Like,
I think his wife is pregnant, I believe.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure on that. So,
needed her home.
Yeah. I mean, maybe she had complications, or maybe, it was, time to go to the hospital. I don't know. But, I don't want to really speculate all that much, but, hopefully everything's okay with them.
Yeah, absolutely. Michigan Mike, wonder what Mr. Matty has to offer. Well, I have some Joonas Harju fucking skepticism. Yeah. I have Lohrei, who continues to blow. Just
and you want to trade Zacha right now, tonight.
Yeah, trade it right now. And you wait for my prediction for tomorrow's game. You just wait.
Excited about that.
Pejman, trade nutsack tomorrow for 3 first-round picks. So I'm guessing we'll score 1 goal and 48 shots tomorrow. Yep, that's how it works, Pejman. That's how it works. Wow, double digits. The Rangers really do suck. The Rangers are a mess. Like, they changed the coach. They are it. I'll tell you what. I think the Rangers might be the most interesting team at the trade deadline, because they have some real talented players.
Yeah,
who they could be looking to get rid of. And Panarin has to be the guy. To me, you got to trade Panarin. And I'm not sure where he would go, but Western Conference team, Dallas or somebody, or, we hear Malkin talk a lot today. I heard a lot of Malkin talk.
Malkin in Minnesota.
Yeah, to play with Kaprizov.
Mm-hmm.
So those Western Conference teams that are in the top tier, like the rest of the conference blows, but those top teams are good, really good, and they'll be looking to try to bump off Colorado. So
I mean, those
could be a guy.
The 3 teams in the Central are essentially the top 3 teams in the league. So that's going to be an arms race to get out of that division. So those teams are all going to be looking to load up.
Yes.
I can see Panarin going to Montreal.
Good fit. I think that's a good fit.
And I think he will excel there because the fans are into it. The team is kind of up and coming. They play a fun style. Marty St. Louis just says, I just want my guys to play hockey. I think he would flourish there. And I think it would be it would be bad for the Bruins, but I think it would be good for him and good for the league probably.
Well, the Eastern Conference can be had.
Yeah.
This year.
What do you got, Connor?
As far as a couple player updates, really nothing on why Geekie left the game. Just he is okay. And both Geekie and Elias Lindholm are game time decisions tomorrow.
Okay.
So there's a chance for both. Okay.
So maybe the Elias Lindholm thing was more precautionary.
It might have been just like
big tweak a groin or something, and then sat out the rest.
Yeah. Dustin Filbert says Matty should pick the Bruins to lose 5-1 from now on.
I know, and I picked them to win.
Yeah, you did 4-2.
Yeah, so that little upside down situation going on.
Yeah, 4-2. Sweeney should be on the phone selling someone right now. Looks like we won't require any Evolve ABA therapy today, says Mr. Poe. DLZ Mike, who's on the shit list today? Lohrei. Yoki Haru.
Yeah.
Lohrei and Peeke even on the day. He scored 10 goals.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm shit listing anybody today. It's tough to shit list anybody after a 10-2 win.
Yeah. Maybe Judd Surratt just for shits and giggles. But other than that, we could shit list JT Miller and
we could. I mean, we could. I can make one of Rangers guys. Might as well.
Nice to rag all the rags on a fucking
sure.
Saturday. Do people still think the Wild still won the Brazeau trade for Hoosies, and he's not even on the Wild? Says Jerry Jingle. Well,
I don't know.
Jerry?
I don't think the Wild one. I think they think the Bruins gave up too soon on Brazeau is where I think that falls. Yeah. Like, not necessarily that the Bruins, beat the Wild in a trade. It's just they got rid of Brazeau maybe a little too soon for some people's feelings, But Brazeau, when he's playing with Pittsburgh, is playing with Malkin for crying out loud. The Bruins don't have anyone like Evgeny Malkin passing him the puck.
And Jerry, I'll tell you, my hesitation is not that they gave up on Brazeau soon. I want to fire both of them to the sun. So that's okay. Now I'm feeling a little bit better about Husnudinov. And I think he's 23, makes short money. Yeah, give it a go. You need something to work like that to get yourself rebuilt. I hope it does. Brazeau, I don't care. I mean, the guy's slow skater, big, it's just no thanks. Connor, go ahead.
Elias Lindholm continued. He was dealing with a nagging injury. Leaving the game was precautionary.
Okay.
Day to day tomorrow.
Good.
Okay. Lethal migraine, a third line of Minton, Hagens, Zellers. Yeah, maybe in 2029.
Yeah, sure. Maybe in 3 or 4 years. Sign me up. Yeah. Sign me up. If all those guys make the NHL and that's a line, you have to think they're all playing well. So I'll fucking co-sign that shit. Absolutely. Give me that thing in a few years and let's be a contender.
I might be convinced of a Hagens, Minton, Pastrnak line.
That would make Connor like continuously erect.
It will. It would.
Like Minton, Pastrnak, Hagens on the same line. Like Connor would have a chubby from now.
They'd have to sniff his vest.
I would need to be fully medicated every day.
He would be knocking things off the counter, like just every time he spun around. Like his wife
would be like, "Get the fuck away from me, dude."
She would be like, "Jesus Christ, can you keep that thing taped down or something?" Crying out loud.
Tape your stick on it properly. What's up, boys? Great news on Zacha. Will be worth more. Sell. Also, this goes to the Rocket for Lohrei into space. Don't care if he's playing better. $9.99.
Appreciate you, SideQuest. The Lohrei GoFundMe continues.
Yes, continues. Smitty geared the fuck up after this one. Vibes are electric after a 10
Here we go. We got this. Boom. Got this.
Oh my god. Here, baby.
Jersey, but not even that. I got the Bruins Benders underneath.
Yeah.
See it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Underneath.
Which, it would have been a great thing. Having a bunch of Bruins Benders hats.
Yeah, a little nip slip. Yeah.
Having a bunch of Bruins Benders hats and handing them out in the second period. There you go. Throw these fuckers on there. Give me fucking $20.
We should be doing those type of things.
We should.
A little maybe sneak peek, a little tease, a little preview for anybody who's going to be in Tampa. When we line up a place to meet all y'all at, we're going to have some goodies with us.
Oh, some gear.
Some merch.
Yeah.
Have some merch to pass out to the folks. Hey, and if you happen to be in the Waltham area this evening, Matty and Smitty of your Bruins Benders will be at Jake and Joe's in Waltham, sitting at the bar, having some drinks, watching some sports. So if you're in the area, come on by and say hello.
Waltham, sure. Let's fire it up. It's a shame that this game is not on Nesson. Otherwise, we may have witnessed Judd Surratt spontaneously combust on live television. So sorry. Jed is on the phone with his doctor since his erection has now exceeded 4 hours. When sucks. How much say do we think Pasta has on who stays? Would they listen if he wants Zacha to stay? I think they'd listen to him, in a way. I don't think he has a final say. I think they'd listen to him. I'm not sure how much he would get into that whole thing. I don't know if he comes across as that type of guy to really do that. In the case of Zacha, I think he'd want what's best for Zacha if he's his friend. So if Zacha can go somewhere and get $8 million a year and get a really good spot, like as a 2C on a really good team and is okay with it, I think Pasta's okay with that. Like I think that he would want what's best for Zacha more. Now, if Zacha really wanted to stay and was really bent out of shape about it, then maybe he says something, sure. Yeah. But I don't think it's going to be that type of thing with Pastrnak.
I think they were saying Zacha lives in Boston the offseason too. So he's actually like a Bostonian. So I think it would hit Zacha pretty hard if he was actually traded. So it'd be interesting to see how that'll all shake down and if Pasta would, put in his 2 cents for his buddy.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I have a little fun game for you guys since some breaking NHL news just happened.
Okay.
I'm going to be vague, and I want you to give me a contract signing expectation. This defenseman just signed a 6-year contract. Put your phone down, Matty. No cheating.
Oh, no, I'm not. Okay.
He just signed a 6-year contract. He currently has 45 games played, 2 goals, and 12 assists for 14 points. What is the AAV on this defenseman's 6-year contract?
2 goals, 12 assists.
Mm-hmm. He's got 14 points this season.
How many minutes a game?
He plays 23 minutes a game this year. That is his highest ever. Last year it was 20, and he scored 29 points last year, which was also his highest ever.
I'm gonna say, and he's 23.
He is 24.
24. I'm gonna say 6 times 6.75.
Mr. Smith.
I'm gonna say 6 times 7.5.
It is 6 times 8, and it is the St. Louis Blues, Philip Broberg.
Wow,
that's ridiculous.
Wow, who made the team over Hampus?
Made the Swedish national team over Hampus. He also he's one of the guys they offer sheeted away from Edmonton too, right?
That's right. Wow.
That is crazy talk. Wow, I mean, he's good and he's young, but that is a lot of money.
It is. But, as Connor would say, cap's going up. Let's give anybody whatever the fuck they want. Hey, whatever.
Part of our long-term future.
Yeah, sure.
What do you think Broberg's thought process is, other than that's a shit ton of money, sign me up? But like looking at the St. Louis Blues team,
it's a dumpster fire,
right? Like,
but maybe that's why they gave him a little more. Like here,
probably.
Yeah.
But if you're him, aren't you looking where the future of the St. Louis Blues is and going, I'm not sure I want to be here long term.
True.
Like, they gave me a chance and I'm getting, more opportunity here than I did in Edmonton, but the team's not very good. The teams in my division are much better than we are. Like, are you going to be playing in playoff hockey? Probably not. When does the thing turn around?
I guess I would assume.
If it was me, I would be looking like, I don't know if I want to sign a long-term deal with this team. Like, they're not good at all.
I would assume Parayko goes now. I would assume.
Or Falk.
Falk probably. He's older.
What this contract really screams to me is this going to be an outlier, or is that going to be more of what future contracts look like for defensemen of that brand?
Well, at 24 years old, 23, 24. Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, like, instead of kicking the can down the road with a 2-year deal with, bridge deals, they'll be more like, we'll give you long term because we think that $8 million is really $5 million in 4 years. Like, it's, you know what I mean? So there's probably less bridgey things and more, let's get you locked in so that you're a better value in year 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
well, who's like smiling from ear to ear right now is Quinn Hughes, like seeing this thing and saying, how much did you give him?
Oh my God.
Like, he's like Minnesota.
Light your hair on fire.
Yeah. He's like Minnesota's like, I'm in the Kaprizov neighborhood now.
Yeah. Yes.
Do you want to know who has a better production this year than Philip Broberg, who just signed that 6x8?
Mason Lohrei.
Mason fucking Lohrei.
I know. Shut the fuck up. Like,
there's no way. There's no way in hell that he gets anything.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if the Bruins?
Let's play the game. Let's play the game. They gave him 6 years, $5 or $6 million. Like, they bank on it. Like, they give him a lower.
He also had more points than Broberg did last year as well. For context,
I'll tell you what. If they get, I just think Sturm doesn't like the guy.
I don't think so either. But he's a positive, right? He's positive. He's a plus.
This year he's plus.
He's a plus player this year after being.
You going on the narrative that he's better now, and you can.
You can. Sweens could argue that, like, he's better now. He cleaned up his
older.
But are you giving a third pair guy, which is what he is? Like, he's sheltered now. That's the reason he's playing better.
Yes.
Like, you're gonna give a third pair guy, 6 years, $8 million. Like, wow.
See, that's why I'm thinking 6 times 5. Like, would you give him that?
No, I wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't give him 6 days times 5. No, I don't want him on my hockey team.
I still don't want him on my hockey team. No. I don't.
Hawkeye says, "Sweet mother, 10 goals." Matty's dream matchup tomorrow: Brazzers and Nutsack Odysseys. Hawkeye with $2 says, "What an ass beating! Love the show, boys. Go Bruins." Thank you, Hawkeye.
Hey, thanks, Hawkeye.
Yeah,
appreciate it. That's $1 for each of us. That's a tip on the beers tonight.
Jesus, I might get like an espresso martini now. Can we take a moment? We give Smitty and what's that?
Can we cash this out?
I know.
Can we cash this out? Bring it with us tonight.
We do that. I think he's slipping into my Apple Pay. Can we take a moment? We give Smitty and Matty the props they deserve, well deserved. But fuck, producer Connor does a great job, just constantly doing BTS stuff during the pod answering. Connor is like,
give me a hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's our Jimmy Stewart. He's the guy.
He's really the engine that drives the thing.
He 100% is.
We're just along for the ride. We're just a good-looking talent. He is. He
sometimes we fight like cats and dogs, but you know what? That's what brothers do. You know what I mean?
So not only did I have to give myself a little bit of a pat.
Oh, okay. This is the pat yourself on the back section of the program now.
Danny took care of that.
We have gotten some comments recently that were a little kick in the nuts. So we've been doing a little extra
factual stuff to back our outrageous opinions. Yeah.
A lot of times we talk about shit and we don't really know the facts about what the facts of what we're saying. Right?
Yeah.
That's a short way of saying we don't have the facts to back up what we're saying.
Yeah.
So people called us out on that, rightfully so, I think. Yeah. And so now we have Connor just being a little more so we can, make sure we're backing up what we say.
Yeah.
And how Matty just said that sometimes we fight like cats and dogs. Well, Victoria wants us to fight some more. I'll bring up her comment. What do you think about Jesperi Kotkaniemi?
We just had this. We just had a Victoria. We had a blowout yesterday.
Yeah, this was a knockdown yesterday.
Yeah, cats and dogs.
So let's have it now.
Let's have it now. I don't want the guy anywhere near my hockey team. I think he sucks. I think he's terrible, and he has one of the worst contracts in the league. I don't care how old he is. I don't care where he was picked. I don't care anything about that. They overshot that Carolina did on the offer sheet, and now they're looking to move on from him, and nobody wants him because the contract's awful.
Yeah, it's awful. and you're not saving money. Like, I would consider it for like a first round pick and a really good prospect. Like, I would maybe consider that, but it's 4 years at 4.875 or something. Like,
Yes.
it's almost $5 million for 4 more years. Like, go ahead, Connor.
Now, my side of the argument, just like we saw with Philip Broberg getting a jaw-dropping contract, is with the cap going up, all of these players want more and more. On the recent episode, one of the chirps, we talked about Zacha's next contract expectations and how it could be 6, 7 or more million a year, considering Dvorak, Wenberg, etc.
Yep.
If you can get a cost-controlled center, even if he is a third or a fourth line winger at that point, at less than 5 million, that could be a win for your long-term cap goals. Long-term.
Yeah, I mean, cap
if he
goals,
blows?
yes, but actually play on the ice, no. He has 6 points.
Yeah.
6. He's played 500 games and has 200 points. He sucks. He's not productive at all. You want to talk about Kuzi not being productive, Nutty not being productive. This guy is worse by far.
Yeah. I'd rather go with Kuzi.
Like he's like a worse defensive Elias Lindholm. That's what he is. He's worse.
And this is saying
in
a lot.
every metric, and we kill Elias Lindholm.
Yeah.
And you're going to give that guy 5. I mean, he has like, it's almost $1 million a point. It's like, he sucks.
Yeah. I this is saying a lot for me, but I'd rather give Nutty 4 years than Kotkaniemi. Like, I don't love Kotkaniemi. Yeah, he might be worse than Nutty. I don't know, Zach, but I don't love him. And he's had some, I don't know what kind of a guy, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Unless I'm getting like a first round pick and like a good prospect, like a Zellers level, Minton level prospect, like, then I might consider it. But still, you took Casey Middleton because he only had like 2 years left, not 4.
Yeah.
Like, that's just too much.
You already have too many centers anyway. So like we talked about unloading centers because you want to bring in, the Hagans and the Laternos of the world and move some other guys kind of down the lineup. He's a worse version of Fraser Minton. He's a worse version of Sean Corrali. He's a worse version of Mark Kastelic. And you really don't want those guys on your third line. Like Kotkaniemi is a fourth liner. And so would you rather have Mark Kastelic be your fourth line center or this fucking dope?
Yeah.
Like, you'd rather have Mark Kastelic.
Yeah. He must drive Brendan Moore crazy, you're right. And would you rather have Sherwood or Kotkaniemi, says Victor?
Sherwood, all day long.
Yeah, Sherwood is a 462 hits and gives you some bite and sandpaper and all that stuff. I don't want either of them.
No.
But I would take Sherwood over KK.
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely. 100%. All right, let's get to 3 up, 3 down. So we can check our faces off after this 10-2 win. 3 up. David Pastrnak, 6 assists. Just fabulous player. Just if they didn't have this guy, God Almighty. Number 2, Nutty, 4 goals. How about
4
that?
goals.
And then I give 1 to Zacha because Zacha's just, you know what? I'm giving him 1 so that the other teams in the league can watch our podcast and say, we need that guy tomorrow.
First career hat trick for Zacha.
Yes, first career. Yeah.
For Nutty.
Yeah.
And 6 assists for Pastrnak. Like that's a pretty good. Pastrnak went from like 14 up to 7th or 8th in the league in league leaders in points.
I'm telling you, he's going to be again the top point getter, the top goal scorer, all of it.
Yeah,
again.
So 3 down. Let's go. Number 3, we'll go Rangers defenseman. Number 2, we'll go Rangers forwards. Number 1, we'll go Rangers goalies.
Yeah,
because they both played.
Yeah, Jonathan Quick, man.
The Rangers goalies today. Quick had 700, and Spencer Martin had a 714.
That's not gonna get it done.
No, 10 goals given up on 34 shots against.
Okay. Right. Look ahead to tomorrow, January 11th. Tomorrow, 5:00 start. Pittsburgh Penguins. What do you got?
4-2 Bruins.
4-2 Bruins. I'm going 5-1 Penguins again.
Yeah, we'll sticking with it
because it works. And would you rather Sid Crosby, Geno Malkin, Letang, and Skinner?
I mean, obviously
You
Crosby.
had me in the first half.
Yeah, obviously Crosby. Do they have a better defenseman than Letang?
Erik Karlsson?
Like,
Also,
yeah, like Letang, like Chris Letang or Erik Karlsson, like 5 years ago. And I think
I'll tell you right now, I'm taking the Bruins. And the reason why I'm taking the Bruins is because I'd rather have Pastrnak than Malkin. I'd rather have McAvoy than Letang, and I'd rather have Swayman than Skinner. I mean, Crosby's the only over Geekie is a big one, but I'd rather take the Bruins.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. I think an edge to the Bruins, because Pastrnak, McAvoy, and Swayman.
Yeah.
You know,
And right now, again, I'm telling you, there's not many people that would take over Pastrnak right now.
That's sound logic. Yeah, I mean, if you're going down the line, you know, Crosby probably over Pastrnak.
Yeah.
Overall.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, you know, McDavid, McKinnon, Draisaitl, you know, and then it gets to be close to just Pastrnak.
Yeah, Pastrnak, Matthews, like this, you know.
Right. Yeah.
Forward wise, anyways. Yeah.
Well, it was a good one today. It was 10-2 Boston. Record-setting days all over the place. Career highs all over the place. Tomorrow, got to get right back at it. 5:00 Eastern. We'll be back with it probably 7:45ish on a Sunday night. Hope you guys are with us. It was a great day of banter and comments and a big Bruins win. And why don't you just join us tomorrow, won't you?
Yeah.
Until then, as always, go Bruins.
Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.